Leo sat in the dim glow of his bedroom, his thumb rhythmically swiping through a sea of digital envy. On his screen, a famous creator was giving away a fleet of neon-colored supercars, while a billionaire tech mogul tweeted about his latest rocket launch. Leo let out a heavy sigh that felt like lead in his chest. "If only I had 1,000,000 subscribers," he muttered to the empty room. "If only I had $1 billion, then I could actually start my life. Until then, what's the point of even trying?" He let his phone drop onto his chest, staring blankly at the ceiling, paralyzed by the gap between his reality and his fantasies. The door creaked open, and Leo's grandfather Elias stepped in. He didn't say anything at first. He just watched his grandson wallow in the shadows. "You're chasing ghosts again, Leo," Elias said softly, leaning against the doorframe. Leo groaned, gesturing dismissively at his phone. "It's not ghosts, Grandpa. It's success. These guys have everything. I'm just stuck here in a boring room with nothing." Elias walked over and sat on the edge of the bed, his eyes kind but piercing. "You're stuck because you're waiting for a harvest you haven't planted," Elias replied. Elias reached into his pocket and pulled out a small, crumpled slip of paper. "Imagine, Leo, that the whole world stopped working today. Imagine everyone just sat in their rooms, clutching a lottery ticket, waiting for the big win. Who would bake the bread you eat for breakfast? Who would keep the lights on or fix the roads?" Elias held the paper up between two fingers. "A society built on if only is a society that collapses. Nothing of value in this world, not a loaf of bread, not a skyscraper, exists without someone deciding to put their hands to the task." Leo looked away, feeling the sting of the truth. "But they make it look so easy, Grandpa. They just have it." Elias shook his head. "Comparison is a thief, Leo. It steals the energy you need for your own journey. You see the trophy, but you ignore the miles they ran when no one was watching. By wishing for their life, you are neglecting the one life you actually have the power to change." Leo bit his lip, his gaze falling to his own hands, which had done nothing but scroll for the last 3 hours. Elias stood up and walked to the bookshelf, pulling down an old, leather-bound volume. He flipped the pages until he found a specific passage. "Listen to this," he said. "Those who work their land will have abundant food, but those who chase fantasies have no sense." That's Proverbs chapter 12, verse 11. You've been chasing fantasies, Leo. You've been looking at distant fields instead of tilling the soil right under your feet. Abundance doesn't fall from the sky. It grows from the dirt you're willing to get under your fingernails. "Look at King Solomon," Elias continued, closing the book. "He was the wealthiest and wisest man of his time, but his legacy wasn't built on luck. He asked for the wisdom to serve his people and do his job well. He built temples, he wrote down knowledge, and he governed with precision. He worked, Leo. He didn't just inherit a kingdom. He cultivated a legacy through focused, diligent effort. His wealth was a byproduct of his purpose, not the purpose itself." Leo listened, the image of the influencers on his phone beginning to fade in importance. Elias leaned in closer, his voice dropping to a whisper. "There is a secret to finding joy in the grind, Leo. It's in Colossians chapter 3, verse 23. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord. When you stop working for likes or for the hope of a paycheck and start working because you were created to create, everything changes. You aren't performing for a crowd of strangers on the internet. You are honoring the one who gave you your talents in the first place." The room felt different now. The silence wasn't heavy anymore. It was full of possibility. Leo looked over at his desk, buried under a pile of old sketches and half-finished technical drawings he had abandoned months ago. He used to love designing tools, little inventions to make life easier, but he had stopped because he felt they weren't big enough to make him famous. He realized now that he had been burying his talent while waiting for a miracle. He reached out and picked up a mechanical pencil, feeling the familiar weight of it in his hand. Leo began to draw. He didn't check his phone. He didn't wonder how many people would see it. He simply focused on the lines, the measurements, and the logic of his design. The hours slipped away, but instead of feeling drained, he felt energized. He was working his land. For the first time in a long time, the knot of jealousy in his stomach had dissolved, replaced by the quiet, steady hum of productivity. He was no longer a spectator of other people's lives. He was the architect of his own. A week later, Leo showed his grandfather a completed prototype of a compact, solar-powered water filtration system he had designed for hikers. It wasn't $1 million check, and it wasn't a viral video, but it was real. It was a product of his own mind and his own labor. Elias beamed with pride as he examined the work. "You found the path, Leo," he said. Leo smiled, a genuine, tired, happy smile. "I'm not wishing anymore, Grandpa. I'm too busy working." He had learned that the greatest wealth wasn't what you had, but who you became in the process of doing your best.
Yeah, if I'm Simba, then Emily is Nala. Got a lot of scars, all they wanna do is slaughter. Yeah, I want a boy, but Emily wants a daughter. I don't really care, I'm just proud to be a father. All day, all day, anxiety was chasing me all day. Of faith, but I'ma leave a legacy of faith. Yeah, if I'm Simba, then Emily is Nala. Got a lot of scars, all they wanna do is slaughter. Yeah, I want a boy, but Emily wants a daughter. I don't really care, I'm just proud to be a father. All day, anxiety is chasing me all day. Of faith, but I'ma leave a legacy of faith. Yeah, gotta leave a legacy, feel like Andre Agassi. Way that I serve in the league, all for the king. Yeah, gotta feed the family, growing exponentially. Spirit doesn't wither, it can handle anything. If it's a valley, then I'm running through it. If it's for Jesus, sign me up for do it. My soul is way up, yeah, I'm paid up. The currency ain't paper, no. Cause you could buy your way up to fame, and you could pay your way to anything, yeah. But you can't purchase this kind of grace and favor. Hate to see you later, yeah. Yo, bygones gon' be bygones. I'm just tryna keep the lights on. Do not come back into my life, yeah, it's gon' be on sight. Wait, I gotta make it rhyme. Sight on. Yeah, if I'm Simba, then Emily is Nala. Got a lot of scars, all they wanna do is slaughter. Yeah, I want a boy, but Emily wants a daughter. I don't really care, I'm just proud to be a father. All day, anxiety was chasing me all day. Of faith, but I'ma leave a legacy of faith. Yeah, if I'm